What's up, travellers? Welcome back to the channel. SJ Aviation HQ coming at you with another video here on the channel. Today we have an unboxing for you guys today, a double unboxing. In these packages are 4 NG models aircraft, so you can say that this is a massive unboxing, a quartet of NG models. What are they? Stick around and find out. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel below and ding that bell icon, and also welcome if you like the sound of model plane unboxings, model plane reviews, model plane airport updates, and other great stuff involving the hobby of model collecting on 1 to 20 scale, and of course 1 to 20 scale as well. Go ahead and subscribe below and ding that bell icon to be notified when videos go live on the channel. If you made it this far into the video and want to show some more support onto the channel, go ahead and leave a thumbs up on the channel as well, as it would help me out moving forward into the future. As mentioned, a double unboxing for you guys today. Looking forward to getting into these packages here. These arrived this morning, so this is the 31st of January 2023 in terms of time referencing here in New Zealand. So let's go ahead straight into the unboxing. And here is the first package that we'll be taking a look at today. Both of these packages came from Malaysia, the retailer being My Hobby House. All of I mentioned are by NG models, so very excited to get through these. Just a cool fun fact, something that I learned to know, is that these aircraft arrived or went on FedEx Flight 5419. This on the January the 21st, 2023. This was on board a Boeing 777. I wrote the registration and the aircraft code on the other box, we will see later in the video, telling you what the aircraft was specifically. Thanks to Flight Radar 24 for supplying that information. So now I've got my trusty orange, what's it called, craft knife in my hand. Let's go ahead straight into the unboxing. As always, I mention that my unboxings are not scripted, so I do apologise if I go a little bit tandem in this video. I do get quite excited when it comes to unboxing new aircraft, so I do tend to go off topic sometimes. I should mention that in the top left corner of my airport at the moment, you probably would have saw it in the them in the intro of this video. There are a lot of 787 sitting at the end of my airport. They are going to be in the new series that I am currently working on, so do look out for them. So in this first package for you guys today, this is upside down, but in order of what we'll be looking at today. Here we have the Air New Zealand Airbus A321neo in the black and white livery, and on the bottom we've got the Nippon Airways Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner in the Nippon or ANA Future Promise livery. That's the -9 variant. Oops, my bad. I do have the -8 on the way as well, so that will be coming very soon. I know I mentioned in my last unboxing that was titled unboxing my 100th Dreamliner, linked in the top right corner right about now, that I unboxed my 100 aircraft there. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that one of the aircraft in my list was an aircraft that I had for sale. So this one here that I'm about to have a look at, the Nippon Future Promise livery, will take the place of the 100th aircraft in terms of 787s, which kind of helps. If it is intact, then that will be featured in part 4 of my Dreamliner series, which I am currently working on, as mentioned. So let's go ahead straight into the unboxing of these aircraft. Hopefully this A321 is in better condition opposed to the one that was the Black Star Alliance livery that arrived a couple of months ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago actually, with the wing dislodged. Hopefully it's in better condition, because I don't want to deal with My Hobby House and their shipping policies, because they're not exactly, let's say, legal. It doesn't really help having to pay shipping for, extra shipping for a broken model to be sent back, just to not get the payment reimbursed. So here we have the two aircraft that we're looking at today. I'm going to be looking at the 321 first, because of course leaving the best till last, because that of course being a Dreamliner. So let's have a look at this 321 first. Just going to point the camera down a bit, and of course I'll zoom in. So going to give you some information about this aircraft before we dive in and take a look at it. So this is MSN. The MSN number of this aircraft is 8573. As you can see, it is an Airbus A321, specifically a 27NX Neo, because it is equipped with two Pratt & Whitney 1133 Golf engines. Took performed its first flight on November the 28th, 2018. As of today, at the date of this recording, and of course the date of it being published to you guys, is the age of it is 4.2 years old. This aircraft wore the test registration of Delta-Alpha Victor X-Ray Mike, or D-ABPD, for those that aren't too familiar with the phonetic alphabet. This aircraft here was built and produced in Hamburg, Germany. Of course, that is the secondary factory of where Airbus build their aircraft. Of course, the main factory is in Toulouse, France, but the narrow bodies, in particularly the 321 Neo family, and some of the 320 family and 319 Neo family as well, built in Hamburg. Mainly the 320 Neo family, my bad. I think they're mainly built in Toulouse, as well as the wide-body 330 Neos and the 350s as well. And of course the Belugas when they were being built. And this aircraft is currently active on the network of Air New Zealand. This being the international configured variant of the 321 for Air New Zealand. Of course, the Black Star Alliance livery that I showed in the last unboxing, Oscar Yankee Bravo, of course, is configured for just domestic operations. So this aircraft is registered, as you can see, Zulu Kilo November Charlie, ZK-NNC, for those again aren't too familiar with the phonetic alphabet. As mentioned, this is an Airbus A321 Neo that was delivered to Air New Zealand on December the 6th, 2018. As mentioned, this is equipped with two Pratt & Whitney PW1133 Golf engines, and was ferried between Hamburg, Muscat, Oman, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, Cairns in Australia, and Auckland. That is in order, between the 8th and the 11th of December. On its delivery flight. I believe that would have been 2018, I think. So that's that out of the way. So let's go ahead, have a look and see if this one is indeed intact. So unboxing it from the left hand side. I know some people don't like that, but hey. And having a look, I'm hoping this is intact. She does look like she's intact, and here is the little card that I will be using to put the code onto the website. I will just hang that around so I don't lose it. She does look to be intact, so let's take the cradle off and take a look at the model up close. She is indeed intact. Doesn't she look an absolute beauty? The only thing I would say is that the axle there is a little bit weird. Don't know why that is the case, but that won't really faze me too much. Not too much anyway, hopefully. Does look to be in absolute great condition. As I mentioned on Instagram, if you follow me on there, go ahead and check out the link in the comments in the description below to see my the list of social accounts. As I mentioned in my Instagram story, the Koru logo is a little bit too small. It should be a tiny fraction bigger. But otherwise, not too bad. Cannot wait to put this onto my airports network. Going to be going between Melbourne RA International Airport, a new Instagram account, go ahead and check out the link to their Instagram page below in the shout out section of the video. So that is that aircraft out of the way. Happy to say that it is 1 out of 1 in terms of aircraft that are intact. We'll just put that behind me and put the blue little card next to it so I don't lose it. Rightio, let's go ahead and check out the next one. This of course being the Nippon Airways 787-9 in the Future Promise livery. Looking forward to seeing this one. This was an absolute definite to have in my collection, as of course it is a Dreamliner and it's in the special livery, so it does make sense to have it. So going through the information as well, like I did with the 321. So the MSN number of this aircraft is 34534. This aircraft's line number is 319, so 319. This is the 319th 787 to roll out at Boeing. This aircraft is a 787-9 Dreamliner, the second of the 3 variants. Of course, the Dash 8, Dash 9, and 10. Shortest one, medium one, and of course the longest one. This aircraft performed its first flight on June the 26th, 2015. As of today, this aircraft is 7.6 years old. This aircraft was built and produced in Charleston in South Carolina. That is, of course, is where the 787 production line is now currently based in. I know there are some still at Everett Painfield yet to be delivered, but of course the main plant is now in Charleston, South Carolina. This aircraft is currently active on the route network of Nippon Airways. As you can see on the box, this aircraft is registered Juliet. That is Juliet Alpha 871 Alpha. That is JA871A, for those that aren't too familiar with the phonetic alphabet. As mentioned, this is 787-9 Dreamliner that was delivered to Nippon Airways on July the 27th, 2015. This aircraft here is equipped with 2 Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 engines and was ferried between Charleston in South Carolina and Tokyo Haneda International Airport between July the 29th and 30th of 2015 on its delivery flight. And last but not least, as you can see, this aircraft is painted into the Nippon Airways Future Promise livery, which was of course painted in 2022. So looking forward to getting this one out. As I mentioned, this one will go in as my 100th Dreamliner, will feature in part 4 of the series that I'm currently starting to film. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and unbox this aircraft. Again, from the left hand side, if I can get the flap open, there we go. Gee whiz, that was a bit tough to take out. Right, let's have a wee look. Oh, it's so difficult to take out. I see NG models have started to use a different cradle for their models. That's not the usual cradle that they use. They usually have a styrofoam base and top. But I quite like this one because there is no element of losing any parts. But as you can see, she does look very, very nice there sitting in the cradle. Let me just get the box out of the way. Let's get the aircraft out of the cradle. She does look absolutely gorgeous though, doesn't she? I did notice that this one didn't come with a blue card. Let me just check in the box. It is in there, so I will leave it in there just for now. Let's get this model out of its cradle. Looking absolutely stunning. NG models. My goodness me. She looks absolutely gorgeous. I would say that the green is a little bit too dark, but I mean, I'm not going to complain too much because this is outrageously gorgeous. Looking at the belly, looking fantastic. As you can see, I will do a more of an in-depth review of this aircraft later in the future, so do stick around. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel and ding that bell icon for those for notifications for when those go live. A little bit of a paint bleed there where the green meets the grey, but other than that, it is absolutely fantastic. Quite outstanding. Number 100, guys. 787 number 100. Thank you very much to Boeing for building the 787, building my favourite aircraft on the planet, aircraft family. 787-9 being my favourite variant for those that aren't too familiar with my likings. So that is that part out of the way. Let's go ahead and check out the second box. And here is the second box for you guys today, with 2 more aircraft in to unbox for you guys. Looking forward to getting these 2 out of the box without wasting any more time. Let's go ahead and do just that. So happy to be making videos for you guys again. I know after my latest video, that being the believe it was, after my airport update, I didn't really film much because I unfortunately became a victim of the pandemic. Was quite ill with the virus, to be perfectly honest. As you can see on the side here, as mentioned, there is this was on the 777 freighted by FedEx, November 893 Foxtrot Delta. So very, very awesome to be a aviation aviation fanatic. That being fanatic, I'm sorry, I'm speaking a little bit too quickly at the moment. Being able to know what specific aircraft this model was, or these models were in. So here is a very high. This is telling, just making sure that the let's do that way, so that the craft nose doesn't damage any part of the airport mat. As you can see, there is the Scoot 787-9. And below that is another 787-9, but this one being for Lufthansa. So that is number 101, number 102. So I'm 100 plus Dreamliners now. So happy. So just going to continue unboxing this, at least taking the top of the aircraft. The reason why I didn't have I had the box in the specific position to unbox it was because of this label here. That would have really, made it 10, or it would have just told you what was in the box. So there wouldn't have been any element of surprise. So stoked to have these aircraft arrive. I always, as I keep mentioning, these unboxings are so, they are unscripted. I don't know how I usually am able to do them, but I do my best to provide you with the utmost professional viewing. Just need to make sure I don't damage any of the 787s that are on the table. Take this box off, put it down there, and here we have the 2 aircraft that we're looking at in this section of the video. The Scoot 787-9 and of course the Lufthansa 787-9. This Lufthansa being the second of the 2 in my collection. Of course I do have Delta dash Alpha Bravo Papa Alpha by Gemini Jets, and this one I bought just to compare the 2 with each other, perhaps for another video for you guys. So now going into the unpackaging of the bubble wrap, without wasting any more time, trying to figure out what else I can talk about. Yeah, as I mentioned, became a victim of the pandemic. Was quite ill, quite fatigued, to be perfectly honest. It took me 2 weeks to produce a negative test, which is a reason being why I didn't really record much, why I didn't, film much. Of course, I did release that shorts video. I want to do more shorts content for you guys in the future, so I hope you guys stick around. I am really going to try my best and build on the content of this on this channel, and of course I am wanting to kind of make YouTube a full-time thing. I do enjoy making the content for you guys, so gonna do my best in pursuing the dreams I have for this channel. I like how I said dreams, and then there's I'm packaging 2 Dreamliners. Just one of them things that I like. Catch on the puns that I say without even thinking about them. Don't know why this is so bloody difficult, but let's just take them out. See, instead of being so predictive, let's just rip it open. That was rather simple, wasn't it? I turned something that was being difficult to something that should have been so simple. Anyway, here we have the 2 aircraft that we're looking at in this section of the video, the Scoot 787 and of course the Lufthansa. I'll look at the Scoot first, as of course that was the first one, the one on the top. So let's point this down and zoom straight in, giving you the information like the first 2 in this video, the Air New Zealand A321neo and the Nippon Future Promise livery. This aircraft's MSN number is 37130. This aircraft's line number is 839, meaning this aircraft was the 839th 787 to roll out at Boeing. This is a Boeing 787-9 as mentioned on the box. Of course, this is the second variant of the 3. This aircraft performed its first flight on April the 4th, 2019. That was April the 4th of 2019. This aircraft, as of today, is 3.8 years old. This aircraft wore the test registration of November 10055. That's N10055. Again, for those that aren't familiar with the phonetic alphabet. This aircraft here was built and produced at Everett Painfield, and it is currently active on the Scoot for it is active on the network for Scoot at the moment. Of course, Scoot is the subsidiary airline of Singapore Airlines, based at Singapore Changi. Of course, I will say some more information in the individual model review of this aircraft. So the registration of the aircraft that we're looking at today, or that I'll be unboxing very soon, as you can see on the box, is 9 Victor-Oscar Juliet India, or 9V-OJI. Again, a 787-9 Dreamliner that was delivered to Scoot on April the 19th, 2019. It is equipped with 2 Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 Juliet 3 engines, or 2 Rolls-Royce Trent 1000-J3 engines. This aircraft is called Oji-san, I believe, and was ferried between Painfield and Singapore Changi between the 20th and 21st of April of 2019 for its delivery flight. So with that information out of the way, let's go ahead and unbox this aircraft. Again, on the left hand side, taking the flap out, I would highly expect this to be exactly the same as the Nippon cradle, and as I thought it is. So it's nice to see that they've been quite innovative with the way that they're doing the cradles. I do quite like that feature. As you can see, the aircraft is looking quite nice. As mentioned by many other collectors, I know Aviation 18 mentioned it, and I think Red River Aviation as well, and I think Gemini Jets 1975 as well mentioned that the styrofoam base was quite iffy, I guess, and quite difficult to get the aircraft out of, which made me and a lot of you other collectors quite nervous, because I know that specifically the landing gear of these aircraft are quite flimsy. They are quite easy to damage. But getting this aircraft out of its cradle, I must say, it is another absolute pearler. As you can see, welcome to my collection, Scoot 787 number 2. So I do have the Pokemon Jet livery on the way, so do stick around for that. This is the second Scoot 787 out on the airport at the moment. I will just span over to that one just really quickly. Let's have a look over here. As you can see, right in the middle of the shot just there is that one that I was just talking about. Look at all those 787s. That is a huge advertisement for you guys. Look, coming very, very soon. Part number 1 of celebrating 100 Dreamliners. Looking forward to getting that out for you guys. Absolutely pearler of an aircraft. Absolutely outrageously gorgeous. Thanks NG Models. You guys did a fantastic job. So getting that 787 out of the road and getting the second one into the frame. Here we have the Lufthansa 787-9 Dreamliner. This is Frankfurt am Main, I think. Alpha Bravo Papa Delta. Going to read out the information of this aircraft now. The MSN number of this aircraft that I'm just about to unbox for you guys is 62729. This aircraft's line number is 893. Quite nifty that, because the Scoot's line number was 839 and this line number of this one is 893. Different numbers in different places. Same numbers in different places. That's one of those other things I like to pick out on. Because that meaning that this aircraft was the 893rd 787 to roll out for Boeing. As you can see, that is a 787-9 Dreamliner. Performed its first flight on July the 26th, 2019. As of today, this aircraft is 3.5 years old. Award the test registration of November 003 November. That's N1003N. Built and produced at Everett Painfoot as well, and is currently active on the network for Lufthansa. This was the second of the two 787s that are currently on their network to be delivered to Lufthansa. This aircraft, as you can see, is registered as Delta Dash Alpha Bravo Papa Delta. That is D-ABPD. A 787-9 that was delivered to Lufthansa on October the 30th of 2022. This aircraft was not taken up by Hainan and Vistara, Hainan being out of China and Vistara being out of India. I think I do have a Vistara 787 with the registration. I believe it is Victor Tango Tango Sierra Foxtrot, or VT-TSF, that I think is now operating with Lufthansa. I think it might be this one or the other one that I have by Gemini Jets, which will be featuring in part 4 of the series that I'm doing soon. This aircraft here is equipped with two General Electric Gen X1 Bravo engines and is called Frankfurt am Main, I believe. That of course is the main base for Lufthansa. And this aircraft here was ferried between Painfield and Frankfurt International Airport in Germany between the 30th and 31st of October 2022 for its delivery flight. One thing to notice is that the two aircraft that I just looked at, the Scoot 787 and of course this one here, are both relatively same aging. The Scoot is 3.8 years old and this one 3.5 years old, and the registrations were similar as well, which in my view that probably means that both of these aircraft were at Painfoot at the exact same time. some of these details that I figure out and kind of research are quite nifty if you think about that. I know this video has gone quite long, so I don't want to waste your time, waste too much of your time any further. Let's go ahead and take a look at this model. Hopefully we can get 4 from 4, and model's looking absolutely fantastic. 3 787s and 1 321neo. Let's take this one out. As you can see, looking absolutely fantastic at the moment, but I'm not going to hold my breath too long because I don't want to speak too soon and have this one being broken. As I am looking at it, it does look very nice though. Taking the top off and taking the the protective sleeve off. Let's get this aircraft out. Come on, buddy. I will zoom in on it just in a moment. Just putting the cradle behind me. You can probably hear the hustle and bustle behind me. Does look absolutely fantastic. The windows, the cockpit windows, automatically look better than the ones on the Gemini Jets mold. Not going to discredit the mold by Gemini Jet / JC Wings, and it is my favourite mold of the 787. But this is quite stunning. We'll be doing a model review of this one as well. Going to compare the two as well in future videos. Stick around, subscribe, ding that bell icon, and of course like this video to support me even further. If you want to support me even further, there is a Patreon account listed below, and of course I have a new PayPal account as well if you wanted to help me financially with affording the materials for the projects I have in mind for this channel, and wanting to expand the airport as well, wanting to really build on my social whereabouts this year. So if you want to help me out in terms of finances, would love to have your support on Patreon and of course PayPal as well. Go ahead, go crazy. Of course you don't have to. That's just one thing I want to put out, that you don't have to support what I do. Just having your support on YouTube and of course Instagram, commenting, viewing these videos is all I really ask for, you know, all I really want from you guys, because I don't do the content that I do for the views and of course the subscribers and the followers. I do it for the enjoyment that I get out of it. Just putting all 4 of these aircraft in the shot. There you go. So that will do it for today's video for you guys today. The unboxing of 4 model aircraft, all of them being by NG models. Of course, in order we had the Air New Zealand A321neo, we had the Nippon Airways Future Promise Livery 787-9, we had the Scoot 787-9, and of course we had the Lufthansa 787-9 as well. 3 787-9s and 1 321neo. I absolutely loved filming this video for you guys today. If you enjoy what you saw, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel below. Ding that bell icon to be notified for when videos go live on the channel. And working very, very hard on the next few videos that are going to be coming out very, very soon. Stick around for the fun, and I hope to see you on in those videos. So if you want to go ahead and check out the social links below, there's Instagram, there is Twitter, there is Patreon, there is PayPal, and of course there's other Instagram accounts as well. Go ahead and check them below. I'd love to see your support on there. And yeah, thank you very much for coming along. If you want to, if you enjoyed this video so much and you want to see some more, on the left hand side soon enough will be the full playlist of unboxings on this channel. On the right hand side will be the most recent video on the channel. In the middle is where you can subscribe. But until next time guys, fly safe, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.